All right. So this is Closet Confessions. This is a follow-up video to the videos on validation, on EFT or emotionally focused therapy, on emotional attachment needs, emotional attachment theory. As you're practicing these things, it's hard. Can I just tell you, it's hard. This is my confession. It's really hard. It requires you, as I've been practicing this more and more, and it's not always easy because a lot of times when you're supposed to be validating, the person is coming at you with an attack. Like that happens, that's common. Like sometimes it's just your friend and they're just coming with you with a problem they have with someone else. That one's easy. That one we can easily like, oh, I'm so sorry. That's terrible. I can't believe that they did that to you. You know, that's easy when it's not about you. But what happens when it's about you? You're the problem, or at least in their mind, you are the problem, the whole problem. They tend to come at you and attack you. And that is really hard. And so what I'm learning is validating others, especially when they're coming at you aggressively, you have to be really not self-focused. You have to be very outward focused. You have to be able to practice kind of almost separating yourself from what they're saying and saying this is so hard. You have to practice with this. You have to do a lot of practicing of biting your tongue, whatever. Bite your tongue and try to look for what they're really saying. What's behind what they're saying? Because even though it's coming out as an aggressive attack, there's feelings being expressed and there's a need behind that. Maybe it's an emotional attachment need that's not being met, right? Emotional attachment needs, remember, am I safe with you? Are you there for me? Can I trust you? As we validate other people, we show that we're there for them. As we validate them, we show that we're safe for them, that they can trust us with their feelings. And so it's all kind of connected. People also have the universal needs of someone cares about me, I'm of worth, and my feelings matter. So all of that, it all plays together. So maybe their need is underneath that attack. So you have to kind of dig a little and think, okay, what are they're feeling threatened. Somehow this relationship, something I've done it's made them feel disconnected from me in some way, or it's made them feel like I don't care, or that their feelings don't matter to me, or something. There's going to be one of those underlying whatever it is, if it's an older person, like an older child, or a friend, or a coworker, or somebody like that. And so you're trying to kind of almost separate yourself for a second, maybe put yourself aside for a second and say, you're safe, we'll deal with our feelings later. What is it they're actually, what's behind that behavior? And then when you can identify, I can see you're really upset about whatever it is that you did. You don't like it when I fill in the blanks. You don't like it when you're not telling them that you agree with their assessment of things, but you are saying that you see them, that you hear them, that you can see that they don't like it when you fill in the blanks. And so that's really hard. So that's my confession is it stinks. It's really hard to do this. And it takes a lot of practicing to bite your tongue, it takes humility. And that's hard for all of us, I think, most of us. And so as you're practicing with that, here's my point. Give yourself grace. You're going to mess this up because it's stinking hard when you're under attack. And little kids tend to do it too. They'll come at you mad and angry, and they use phrases like you never and you always. We've talked about that in some of the other videos, and that can put you on the defensive. And so give yourself grace as you try to practice with all of this. It's very hard, especially when you've been doing things the way that you've been doing them your whole life, however old you are. And so the other thing that I would say is, in addition to giving yourself grace, give yourself do-overs. It's okay to try again. And you can just be honest with people. Like, okay, I'm so sorry. Can we pause for just a second? Rewind. I am really sorry. I got real defensive there. And I am really trying to work on this. And this is not super easy for me because when you say things this way, it triggers me, and I'm truly sorry. What I hear is you don't feel like you're being taken care of in X, Y, and Z, or you are feeling like I don't appreciate fill in the blanks. Anyways, just try to basically go back. Now, if you need time out, like sometimes we need time to get ourselves, I call it getting myself right. My kids know this. I run this. Remember my closet. This is my safe space. This is my place, my war room. It's also my, like, when I say war room, I mean it's my place where I like reset. And so I escape here, not to escape forever, but to calm myself down, to get myself in a better place. If I'm in a flipped lid state that we talked about, I'm not going to be able to handle things from here. I'm going to be handling them from the fight, flight, freeze, or fawn state, and that never does anyone any good. So sometimes I'm like, okay, tensions are really high. I need a second, like what you just said, like really, ouch, that hurt. So I need a minute. I do care about you. I'll be back. And then I go and I get myself right. So maybe it's not your closet, maybe it's your car. Maybe it's, I don't know where your place is, but you'll have to find a place where you can go and get your stuff out, get your feelings out, and then reset when you're maybe by yourself and reanalyze what they were saying and look for what the needs are and the feelings. Try to identify those things and then come back to it when you're calm. So maybe they need a timeout too to calm down too, but go when you're calm and you sincerely go and apologize to somebody. Most people are receptive to that. Not everybody. I've had experiences where that is not the case, but most people are receptive to that. And so go back to them and say, I'm sorry, I need a do-over. And then start validating them, validate their feelings, identify their needs. If you need to apologize for something, apologize for it, be sincere. And then if there is solutions that need to happen, that's only going to happen once they come back to this, like non-flipped lid state, right? So, but my point with this video is grace. This is hard. If it's hard for you, I hear you. Like, I get it. It is really hard, but it is worth doing. Like, I had an experience just last night that I was like, got so triggered by one of my precious children. And I wanted to retaliate. Like, I felt myself like want to say hurtful things because they were hurting me with what they were saying. But I totally like just sat there and I didn't say anything. I was really upset with myself for having a hard feeling, but then I was actually so grateful. I was like, that's progress. Like, I didn't say anything. So that's progress, right? And then I was able to like go and reset myself. And the reality is I didn't need to go back and say something to them because I actually wasn't mean and so and defensive. And so I just actually in the moment, I did listen. I did bite my tongue and I did thank them for sharing. That was about all I could do. That was all I could handle. And that was even just thanking them for what they had shared, for telling me what they wanted to say. Was even hard, but I did it. And then they left and I went and calmed down. Like, I came to my space right here and I got myself right. And I was so grateful that I was at least able to bite my tongue. And I realized how selfish I am and how easy it is to focus in on yourself. But if I had done that, I would have made the relationship even more broken, instead of moving in a better direction. And so it's worth doing this. It is hard. I'm sorry, but it is worth it. And I am seeing fruits. And so I say, just keep going. And please, these questions that are being asked are so helpful because they're actually making me have to like practice more and like get more clear on things. So thank you. If you have more questions, please feel free to ask. I will respond. Thanks.